Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. David Wilson, President of Morgan State University.
Good morning. And I can do that too. Yeah. Good morning and welcome everyone. On behalf of Morgan State University, it is indeed a privilege to host today's Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Graduation. I look forward to this event actually every year. It is always energizing, as you have just experienced. It is hope-filled, and it reminds us really of what makes Baltimore so great. It's the creators, it's the builders, it's the innovators, it's really individuals also like the 114 graduates here on stage. I want to briefly take this opportunity to congratulate each of you for achieving this milestone and thank our friends, our family, and community members who are joining us in this celebration today. Morgan State University is very proud to be a partner to Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. As the program's first historically Black university partner, we are honored to be a part of a national network of institutions and advocates supporting entrepreneurs. It's only right that as we join today to celebrate the economic power of small businesses, that we acknowledge the late Honorable Elijah E. Cummings. Congressman Cummings was a champion of Baltimore. He was a champion of Morgan State University, and he was a tremendous supporter of 10KSB. In his memory, we would like to present the Elijah E. Cummings Impact Award to a small business owner and 10,000 small business alum who is indeed passionate about strengthening his or her community and the lives of others, and also in the process embodying the great spirit and values of the late Congressman. And so I would like to invite to the podium now Congressman Dutch Rufusberger, Congressman Anthony Brown, and Congressman John Sarbanes.
Well, first, I want to thank you, President Wilson, and the graduates behind us. Congratulations. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You know, my dear friend Elijah Cummings, here he would say, I can't hear you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. When we lost Elijah Cummings, we lost a champion of democracy, a patron of one of the most gifted speakers that I've ever heard. And events like this, we often speak in order of seniority. And I had to follow Elijah all these years. And that's the one thing I will not miss. So, now, even as he commanded the gavel as chairman of the powerful Government Reform Committee, he never stopped fighting for his constituents back home. His district was always his priority. He loved the city of Baltimore, and we both loved the ability to brag about our high school. Baltimore City College. All right, City, go City. Well, it's the only high school in the country that can say it is the alma mater of 3 sitting members of Congress, Senator Ben Cardin, Elijah, and myself. Now, Congressman Cummings fought to ensure Maryland and his district got its fair share of the pie, securing critical resources for infrastructure, law enforcement, job training, education, and yes, small business. Congressman Cummings was a good friend of this program. He was passionate about the entrepreneurship and small businesses because he was always fighting for the little guy. He rooted for the underdog. He spoke truth to power, and he gave a voice to the voiceless. Congressman Cummings and I would often tour local businesses, universities, factories, and the like together. It usually starts with conversation at a conference table with the principals, but Elijah would always make it a point to seek out the lower level employees and ask them for their opinion. He wanted the custodian to know he was as valued as the executive. All people were his priority. Those of us representing Maryland in Congress consider ourselves a team. Our delegation is small but mighty, and we work every day together to continue the legacy of our friend, Congressman Elijah Cummings. Today, Congressman Brown, Congressman Sarbanes, and I are humbled to present the Elijah E. Cummings Award to a small business owner in his honor. John?
Good morning, everybody. And as Dutch said, Elijah would say, we can do better than that. Good morning, everybody. I think when he would say that, we can do better than that, that was Elijah at his core, because he always believed we could reach for higher things. And he was, I think, amazed and humbled at the trajectory of his own life. Coming from modest means, the son of sharecroppers, held back at an early age in school, but overcoming those challenges and reaching the highest heights in terms of academic performance and accomplishment, achievement in Congress. He was most gratified when he saw people achieving their potential, and he was most in pain when he saw people denied their potential. He was excited, amazed, and inspired when people could reach for their dreams. That's who he was. That's what he stood for. And I remember being with him on many occasions at events that were about creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, where people could find within them their power to make a difference in their communities. That's what the graduates here today are doing. They're reaching for their dreams. And I want to thank Goldman Sachs for the 10,000 Small Business Initiative and Bloomberg Philanthropies. I want to thank Morgan for hosting us here today, the great work, President Wilson, that this institution is doing in the community every single day. Elijah would be so excited and inspired to be with us today, and I'm proud to be part of this ceremony that in his name is going to make this Impact Award. Thank you for helping us celebrate these small businesses, these outstanding graduates, and thank you for helping us remember a great American, a great human being, Elijah Cummings. Thank you.
Thank you, John and Dutch, and certainly for the wonderful words that you shared about our dear friend Elijah. We miss him tremendously, and while he's not standing on the stage this morning, his spirit is certainly present in this room, and I think each and every one of you would agree that we can just feel it. It's very palpable that Elijah's presence is here today. Elijah used to say that our children are the living messengers we send to a future that we will never see. And I always interpret Elijah's words. That's what happens when you're in a great American. Then people that follow you get to interpret what you meant. And I always thought that what Elijah meant was not just limited to children who are under the age of 18, but to all of God's children. And I think about the wonderful men and women standing on this stage, small business owners making investments into our community, and what that means for not only their customers, but the men and women who they hire, and what it means for their families. And truly, you all are part of what I think Elijah was thinking about when he talked about the living messengers into a future that we may not see ourselves. I have the honor on behalf of the three of us to actually present the award and to call forth our award recipient. So let me get right to that so we can continue with the program. As you can imagine, graduates and alumni of 10,000 small businesses get to know each other well over the course of the program when the alumni were asked to nominate someone whose business positively impacts the wider community, empowers the underserved, and embodies the spirit, integrity, courage, and service to others. This individual was nominated overwhelmingly and was described by a fellow scholar as a beacon of hope. Her organization, the Family Recovery Center, reunifies families separated because of substance use disorder. Their mission is to provide immediate, intensive support services to individuals struggling with drug addiction and helping families become self-reliant and drug and alcohol-free. As our late and dear friend Elijah exemplified in his work, her work also exemplifies the same sense of purpose in the midst of pain, fighting one of Baltimore's largest public health problems, which is drug addiction. To quote a fellow scholar, she works tirelessly to make sure those children receive a stable environment with their biological parents. She handles reuniting parents with their children with patience, dedication, and determination. To that end, Congressman Ruppersberger, Congressman Sarbanes, and I are honored to present the Elijah E. Cummings Impact Award to Jocelyn Gaynors, President and CEO of the Family Recovery Center and graduate of Cohort 5. So Jocelyn is going to join us here at the podium. And we'd ask the podium guests to meet us for the photo. Congratulations. I think we're going to go here for a photo, right? Are we going to go here for a photo? Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kia Yelchin, Managing Partner of Fishnet Restaurant.
Wow, what a wonderful way to honor the legacy of Congressman Cummings and his legacy of community impact. Congratulations again to you, Jocelyn. My name is Kia Yelchin, and I am the managing partner of Fishnet Restaurant. We're a fast gourmet seafood restaurant located right here in Baltimore in Mount Vernon Marketplace. And I'm the proud graduate of Cohort. That's right, y'all. It's been so wonderful to be back with my Cohort 5 family again. It really doesn't matter how long it's been. We all fall back into place like old friends, as you can tell. So 8 years ago, my husband and I started Fishnet Restaurant after being inspired by the fresh fish sandwiches on the bustling shores of the Bosphorus in Istanbul, Turkey, where my husband grew up. At our restaurant, we take fresh to a brand new level. We literally bring the fish in by the tail, and we butcher it ourselves, making wonderfully fresh sandwiches, sides, and salads. And in the spirit of sustainability, we repurpose all parts of the fish and do this without the use of freezers or microwaves. This journey of 8 years hasn't always been easy. In the years since we opened Fishnet, I became the mother of 2 beautiful little girls, managed a household, scaled to open a second location in Washington, D.C., and our family was stretched thin. We were not seeing the success that I knew that we were capable of. Despite these bumps in the road, I wasn't ready to give up on the dream. So several years ago, I took over the business and began taking steps to make things better. After hearing so many positive testimonials about the 10,000 Small Business Program, I decided to apply. The first day in the 10K SB program was magic. I felt a sense of rest and reassurance. As a business owner, as a mother, as some of you may know, people are constantly asking me for things all day long. But in the 10K SB program, others were giving something to me, which was rare happening in my life. As we worked through the curriculum, I began to realize that passion, although essential, is not enough to grow a business. Instead, I found that passion, along with a strong knowledge of my financials and smooth operations, must all come together for Fishnet to be successful. Since completing the program, we've become a data-driven business, owning processes and paring down the menu to only the most popular and profitable items. Today, we feature only 12 of the original 30 dishes that graced our menu for 8 years. Not for 30 years. And our customers love it. So thanks to the 10,000 Small Business Program, we are now running like a well-oiled machine. And I have both the confidence and the lean business processes in place to expand to new locations in Baltimore and in the surrounding areas in years to come. And as part of my growth plan, I opened our newest Fishnet location in May, right here in my hometown of Baltimore. I'm grateful for what this program has given me, and I know that when I'm in a jam or need a shoulder to lean on, my cohort family will be there for me. Thank you, Cohort 5, for being an invaluable support group. I don't think people realize just how rare it is to find a group of people who can let their guard down, be completely honest with one another, and be there for one another. And I must say that I've needed those ears and those shoulders to lean on, because when you're in business as a woman, business looks different. I must say that I've had to work twice as hard to be successful because people make assumptions about what I'm capable of. The proverbial glass ceiling is a very real thing. But Baltimore is a city that rewards authenticity and it rewards grit. We're a city that inspires each other to be bold, to take risk, to bounce back. That's why no matter the challenges that Fishnet faces or the challenges that I face, I know that we'll be able to find success in Baltimore. Thank you all so very much for your contributions to Baltimore, and thank you for listening to me today. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce a short video profiling some of my amazing colleagues. Thank you again.
I think I've hit some times where I've questioned, like, oh my gosh, can I handle this?
I don't have an MBA. I didn't go to business school. Any help that I can get, for running this business, I was all in for.
We live in a time where you cannot just have a business that's transactional. You have to have a business that is a part of your community. Baltimore is a place of love, a place where you can come with an idea that's just an idea, you can grow it bigger than you ever imagined.
When the community rallies around a small business, not only are you employing people within that community, but every dollar that you bring in, you're more likely than you're gonna spend that money in the community.
This is the goal, to get into Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, because I knew that if I got into that program, that was going to take me to the next level.
You're with other business owners, and you learn early on that everybody has the same challenges. So you just feel like you're not alone.
It allowed me to network with others who have been doing this for 10, 20, 50 years. Having that support system was a great asset.
We were able to get this equipment loan, which will enable us to come up with some new products. That program really gave me the push to do it.
Since completing Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, we refined our goals. So at first we just had a vision of having a lot of stores, and they will all be company owned, Being a part of Goldman program and networking, speaking with folks and learning helped us to realize, no, the way you want to do this is you want to franchise it out.
Everything is happening so fast since completing the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program.
Our future goal is to have a Connie's in every city in the United States.
After the program, I realized that I wanted to make this bigger than it was.
This is in honor of my mother and my family, and Deedles will be a national brand one day.
I'm Kari Parker, co-owner of Connie's Chicken and Waffles.
Kim Strassner, co-owner of Words with Boards.
Robin Holmes, I am the owner and operator of Deedles Mini Donuts, and I am a graduate of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Young.
Good morning. I was waiting. I was like, who introducing me? Wasn't that a moving video? And that's what it's all about. Kia, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you to all of you for being here today at Morgan State. And thank you to Goldman Sachs and Bloomberg Philanthropies for your commitment to our city. With today's graduation, we've now reached over 240 businesses across the state with many more to come. This program is truly unique. It's a proven model, providing business owners with the tools they need to succeed through business education and support. Make no mistake, 10,000 small businesses is having a big impact in the city of Baltimore. And I'll say that again. Make no mistake, 10,000 small businesses is having a big impact in the city of Baltimore. I know that being an entrepreneur is no easy feat, and that each of you hustle day in and day out to compete and grow. And 10,000 small businesses is exactly the type of investment we need to support our business community. Graduates, you have much to be proud of. And congratulations to all of you. And thank you for sharing your stories at the round table. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Solomon.
Thank you, Mayor Young, and thank you for your leadership in this great city of Baltimore. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Pretty good. Thank you, Dr. Wilson, also for hosting us here at Morgan State, and for your leadership also in Baltimore. And like Dr. Wilson, there are many people here that I want to recognize as invaluable partners to Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses. I start by thanking Bloomberg Philanthropies, Johns Hopkins University, the Community College of Baltimore County, and countless other partners across Baltimore who make this program possible. On behalf of Goldman Sachs and our local partners, I want to offer my congratulations to all the graduates and all your families and employees who are gathered here today. Congratulations to you all. The role small businesses play in advancing the American economy is often underestimated. I am thrilled to stand here on stage today and acknowledge all of your accomplishments and the paths ahead. I know I am preaching to the choir in telling this audience that there is something special about Baltimore. Baltimore's resilience and hope for the future inspire many of us who are here today. A big part of Baltimore's history and continued progress lies in the power of small businesses. And I believe that small businesses can deliver even more to the economy. There's enormous untapped potential here, waiting to be unleashed. As acknowledged earlier in today's ceremony, this community and the nation lost a tremendous public servant and leader, Congressman Elijah Cummings, last month. Congressman Cummings was a supporter of 10,000 small businesses and dedicated his life to elevating the voices of others. I am glad we were able to honor his legacy today by highlighting the work of Cohort 5 graduate Jocelyn Gaynors and the impact she is having on Baltimore City, helping people suffering from addiction heal and reuniting with their families. Jocelyn, thank you for your leadership in the community. We're very lucky to have you in the 10,000 Small Business family. When we started Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, we were guided by a single goal: to empower entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. We knew that small businesses were catalysts of economic growth and job creation. By providing them with targeted educational resources and access to capital, we knew we could accelerate their growth trajectories. And the results are clear. Nearly 50% of 10,000 KSB graduates create new jobs just 6 months after graduation, and over 70% grow their revenues. What's more, nearly 90% of 10,000 small business alumni do business with each other's businesses after graduating. Sitting behind me are over 100 entrepreneurs across Baltimore and Maryland who are already on track to prove our thesis that small businesses drive growth. I've had the privilege of meeting many of the graduates and alumni of this program over the years, and with each meeting, my conviction in the value of our investment grows. Graduates, we're here today to celebrate your achievements to date and the many to come. As a CEO trying to grow a company, I am keenly aware of the dedication, time, and effort that is required of our graduates. And in today's fast-paced world, that time comes at a big premium. So I applaud you all for taking the intentional time away from your day-to-day to participate in 10,000 Small Businesses, to push yourselves, to ask yourselves the hard questions, and to invest in your businesses. It is not always an easy endeavor. You are joining the ranks of your peers, over 240 here in Baltimore and over 9,100 across the nation, who routinely outpace national averages on both revenue growth and job creation. Each of you have so much to be proud of. I encourage you to keep at it, and you will continue to grow our economy and strengthen our communities. And now I'd like to invite Chris Barber, a Cohort 7 graduate and the Chief Nerd Officer at Cheaper Than a Geek, to our podium. Thank you all very much.
Holy crap, that was the CEO of Goldman Sachs. Thank you, David, and thank you, Goldman Sachs. Wow. I want to start by congratulating Cohort 7 on a job well done. We did it! So my name is Chris Barber, and I am the Chief Nerd at Cheaper Than a Geek. We help small businesses take the SH out of IT. That's what we do. And we have fun with it. So 20 years ago, I was working as an auto theft investigator, and I needed a change. A computer I had built for myself stopped working, so I took it to a local computer repair store. I had such a negative customer service experience that I decided to start an IT company that focused on good customer service. That's how Cheaper Than a Geek was born. Fast forward to today, and we have won more awards for our customer service than all the other IT companies in the state of Maryland. Thank you, thank you. That's 1,637 IT companies. So we're very proud of that. While we revolutionized the way that an IT company works, I knew that there were some aspects to running my business that I could improve. Some of the other graduates from the 10,000 Small Business Program told me about this and said it was second to none, so I decided to apply. When I was accepted, I knew this would help me grow my business, but it's about the people. My cohort can attest to this. On the first day of class, I got on the microphone and explained, it's the connections that you make in this class that are the most valuable of all. I think this helped set the tone for our cohort experience. We all made an effort to bond, all of us. And these bonds really helped with the experience, both in the classroom and at our frequent after-hours little adventures at the pub nearby. We even had a field trip that was pretty fun. Go Orioles. Let me see. So this program taught us a lot. For example, financial statements are my kryptonite. It was a humbling moment. But after this program, I know I'm not the only one that feels confident going to a meeting with a CPA. Another example is we honed our negotiation skills together. And now I act and know that I deserve my seat at the table with these larger IT firms. Gave me confidence I didn't have before. It was absolutely wonderful. Still, the relationships we built continue to make a huge difference in my business. For example, Menelaos helped me figure out how to provide full-time staff to a client on an opportunity that I was going to pass up. Brenda helped me dodge a huge liability when I was finalizing a new hire. Thank you so much for that. She did it like driving to a networking event, and it was amazing. Lisa helped me define a new position, gave me some priceless advice, and even a job description. And she managed to do all of that in this short little walk from the parking garage to the classroom. Just kind of happened like that. So, where are you at, Lisa? Thank you. These are just a few examples. Business owners are the ones that understand the struggles of small business. 10KSB is like being in a fraternity or a sorority, but without the membership dues. Participating in Goldman Sachs' 10,000 Small Business Program made me realize now more than ever the importance of builders and doers like us, especially in Baltimore. I came into this program as chief nerd of my business, and now I'm leaving with a family of chiefs who are building Baltimore. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity to speak on behalf of the best cohort, Cohort 7. I love you all. And now let's celebrate. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the board for Bloomberg LP, Peter Grauer.
There are certain times you know that it's not a good idea to follow somebody. Thank you, Chris, for your kind introduction and the opportunity to partner with Goldman Sachs in this important program. And thank you, everyone, for being here today. It's a great honor for me to stand in front of you. Congratulations to our graduates and their families on this very special occasion. Special thanks to Mayor Young, Representatives Brown, Ruppersberger, and Sarbanes for your participation in today's event. I want to thank David Solomon and Asahi Pompey and the Goldman Sachs team for their commitment to this program, as well as our partners at Morgan State, Johns Hopkins, and Community College of Baltimore County. You may not know this, but Bloomberg started out as a small business with just 4 employees in 1981. And today, with close to 20,000 employees in 167 locations in 72 countries, the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship remains at the core of our mission. I know Mike wishes he could be here. He's had actually quite a busy month. And I said this last week when I was talking to some people in China. I'm better looking, I'm taller, but my checkbook is not as big. Baltimore, as you know, is the home of his alma mater, Johns Hopkins, and the city means a great deal to him. Last year, he visited with 10,000 small businesses, alumni, at one of our 10,000 small businesses, Sobo Cafe in Federal Hill, and I'm sure he'll be back soon as he has the chance. Our support for this program goes back a decade to when Mike was mayor of New York. Now Bloomberg employees volunteer alongside Goldman Sachs employees to provide professional advice to participants. Last year, 180 Bloomberg employees volunteered on Coaching Day. Our New York and DC teams volunteer pro bono with the Baltimore 10,000 Small Businesses Program, assisting with interviews and rocket pitch sessions. After today's ceremony, we'll be on site with our radio station anchor, John Tucker, and we will lead a media workshop with our Editor-in-Chief Emeritus, Matt Winkler, and DC Bureau Chief, Craig Gordon, and our amazing news and social media teams with students from Morgan State Journalism School. We are also proud of our partnership with the 10,000 Small Business Owners on Youth Opportunity here in Baltimore. Youth Opportunity is a priority with our company and foundation philanthropy, and it's in our DNA, Last summer, 21 of the 10,000 small businesses participated in our Youth Works Fellows program, and today we have 14 youth working after school at one of our 10,000 small businesses, with many, many more to come. Inspiring the next generation of entrepreneurs is vital to all of our businesses. Special thanks to our YouthWorks partners, Heart Smiles, Living Classrooms, Urban Alliance, and the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I'd like to applaud our youth leaders who are part of today's event. Timothy Fletcher and Malik Perry of A1 Chops, Amaya Murillo of Heart Smiles, Jean Alstock, Morgan Cotton, Anthony Dix, Tarek McCathon, and Melvin Mills of the Morgan State Jazz Ensemble, who brought us into the auditorium and did a great job, and the young men of Corner Boys Enterprise for their bottled water product, which is being served at our event today. Let's give them a big round of applause. As has been said by my predecessors at the dais, our work together in Baltimore builds on the legacy of someone we all miss dearly, Congressman Elijah Cummings. At Bloomberg, we knew the Congressman as a strong partner for Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, and this program. Back in March, Morgan State hosted a 10,000 Small Businesses Roundtable for alumni from Congressman Cummings' district. He memorably said of 10,000 small business, this program builds people. Just this summer, he spoke at the graduation ceremony for the YouthWorks Summer Fellows, and he generously talked for hours with the members of the Youth Advisory Board at the Bloomberg School of Public Health. He was a champion for our youth and small business owners, and he'd be celebrating your accomplishments here with us today. We miss him dearly. We're honored to have this special award now in his honor to recognize businesses for their commitment to giving back. Congratulations to the graduates of cohorts 5, 6, and 7. Small businesses are big businesses, the backbone of our American economy. The graduates of this program are the cream of the crop. By the numbers, you grow revenues and create jobs at rates that outperform the broader economy. Congratulations and thank you. And this isn't goodbye either. Today, you've officially joined a powerful alumni network, so welcome to the club. One piece of advice I would share as your business grows, remember the value of giving back, something we do at Bloomberg every day. Direct the same entrepreneurial energy you have seen in this program to your community. Join 10,000 Small Businesses Baltimore in expanding opportunity, especially for the city's young people. For example, take on summer interns, volunteer and mentor youth. Consider offering year-round opportunities. Join our partners for bike builds, neighborhood tree plantings, painting roofs, to lower energy costs, and more. Nanette Smith has your phone number, and as you know, she will follow up. She probably already has. So with that, I'll close by once again saying congratulations to everyone here today. Keep up the great work, pay it forward, and don't forget, come to the next reunion. Thank you to President Wilson and his team for today's outstanding production, especially Joe Wells, Tatiana Nelson, and Deborah Grady. And a very special thanks to Jessica Taylor and Jessica Lightburn of Goldman Sachs, Kara Moore, my colleague at Bloomberg, and Morgan Davis of Johns Hopkins, and to all of our small business owners who made this event possible. Best wishes, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday to everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David McDonald.
I am honored to stand before you today to represent 39 superstar entrepreneurs who, along with myself, make up cohort 6 of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. My name is David McDonald, and I'm the owner of All Staffed Up. We are a staffing and managed services company located right here in Baltimore City. So my dad was an entrepreneur. So I am a self-employed business owner by birthright. My story is a little different. It goes back to when I was a junior at Poly, or as we call the Baltimore Polytechnic Institute. They were recruiting for people to come down to the Orioles Stadium and sell food and beverages. And I wasn't really a big baseball fan. But back at that time, the Orioles were hot. They were on a run to the American League Championship Series and eventually the World Series. And being a part of that excitement made me fall in love with stadium vending. I did it for the rest of high school. I did it all through college. And in 1996, when we got word that the Ravens were coming to town, my partner and I each put up $100 to open up a commercial bank account. And just like that, our business was born. Through hard work and hustle, we learned to deliver superior customer service while at the same time driving revenues to levels that had not yet been seen in stadium vending. We received additional opportunities for continued growth, and over 2 decades later, we are now in our 21st year with Aramark at M&T Bank Stadium, our 12th year with Sodexo at the U.S. Naval Academy, and we recently expanded into another line of business where we are able to hire 20 full-time employees, mostly Baltimore City residents, in a traffic and safety solution that we provide for Vera Mobility and the City of Baltimore. So I got wind of this Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program through a college friend. And when I saw who was involved, Goldman Sachs, Bloomberg, Hopkins, Morgan, CCBC, I thought that there was something that I could learn. So I applied and I was accepted. On the first day of class, I was motivated by being among a group of like-minded entrepreneurs that I could learn from. We had all at some point taken the plunge to become self-employed and understood each other's challenges to making a small business work. 10,000 Small Businesses taught me how important leadership is to business growth, to the point where I now make myself more available to my employees so that they bring their all to work and are motivated to help the business succeed. In a few weeks, I plan to offer, for the first time, employer-paid health care and benefits to my employees. And recently, I led over 100 stadium vendors to earn a perfect score on our annual NFL alcohol beverage service compliance audit. The Goldman Sachs program helped me motivate our team and remind them how important it is to not only sell alcoholic beverages, beer, at the stadium, but do it in a responsible manner. After graduating the program, All Staffed Up is on pace to increase our revenues by 45% this year, and we've created some of that applause should go to Lamar Jackson. We also created 4 new full-time positions since the cohort, all Baltimore City residents. I've spent my whole life in Baltimore City, and we are not and will not be defined by a series on HBO. If you look closer, you'll find that there are more stories like mine, and there are so many people and organizations doing great things in this city. 10,000 Small Businesses helps those efforts by providing key resources and opportunities to collaborate and help build capacity for growth. In Baltimore, we have a tremendous legacy to be proud of, and I'm excited to be part of what happens next. And now it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Asahi Pompey. She is Global Head of Corporate Engagement and President of the Goldman Sachs Foundation. Asahi.
Thank you so much, David. I am so thrilled to be here. Graduates of cohorts 5, 6, and 7. When you made the commitment to complete this program, you hoped this day would come. This day, we acknowledge you for your audacity. This day, we acknowledge you for your grit and your perseverance. This day, we acknowledge you for the example that you serve every day to your families, to your communities, and to your employees. But today is significant for another reason. It marks the moment that, as David and Peter mentioned, that you join a community that is over 9,100 strong, spanning all 50 states. From Baltimore to Brooklyn, from Dayton to Detroit, from Cleveland to Kalamazoo. Welcome to the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Alumni Community. Now, without further ado, for the moment that you've all been waiting for, the presentations of the diplomas, I'd like to invite President Daniels, President Kurtinitis, and President Wilson to the podium.
Well, good morning. It's great to be here with all of you today. Thank you, Asahi, for the opportunity to participate in this great event. I should say, as a university president, graduations, of course, are a very special moment in the life of the institution. This graduation is special for all the reasons that others have talked about, the impact that these graduates will have on the city, the courage, the resolve, the grit that they've shown, the imagination they've brought, the great food that I keep thinking about. Like, my problem is, as the movie went on, I keep thinking waffles, donuts, fried chicken, eaten on a words with board or board. So I am having the whole experience. For all those reasons, it's a tremendous moment. But I must say, as president of Johns Hopkins, what really stirs me ever so deeply about this particular graduation is that as each and every one of the graduates crosses the stage, I know, you know, that you never occupied my office. You never complained about the food. And you never stayed out late and caused me to get calls in the wee hours from the police about your misbehavior. This is a great group of graduates. So, the way this goes is that David Wilson and Sandra Kurtenitis, my great colleagues from two wonderful institutions, we get to do a lot of good things together, but this really stands apart as a wonderful collaboration that we've been able to do together. But as we read out the graduates' names across the stage, and I encourage all of you in the audience to please feel free to indulge all the excitement of the moment. So please celebrate loudly, proudly as we carry on this very solemn duty. And without further ado, let me see if this works. We'll start with cohort 5. They're good. Cohort 5. Are we ready? Leah Abrams, L. Abramson Company. Michelle Bond, Bottom Up Bagels. We're doing this differently than we do this at Johns Hopkins. We've got to go through several thousand people, so we read at record pace. I'm just getting instructions. We can enjoy this moment and take some time here. We're going to be here till 4 this afternoon. So. And Andrew King Contracting. Mary Kate Claudius, Charm City Organizers. Tristan Cooper, Lead Day Media. Denise Davis, Davis Unlimited Information Technologies. Malcolm Day, M4 Security. Sanjay Dekers, Sanjay Productions. Jonathan Drawn and Associates. Jamelia Alice, Curl Theory. Pam Grace Kucheng, I Live Healthcare. And once again, Jocelyn Gaynors, the Family Recovery Program. Amanda Giannotti, Allogram. Angela Johnson Cadoni, Scarlet Covering. Deborah Lacey, Lacey's Professional Nursing Services. Brett Linencolt, Impact Clinics. Gabriel Martino, Granite Works. Christina May Connolly, Luminate Marketing and PR. Eula McDowell, The Big Bean Theory. Tanya Miller, Kingstonville. Congratulations. Lolita Minor, Sterling Optical. Matthew Newcomer, MD Strategic Consulting. Be Still My Beating Heart, Carrie Parker, Connie's Chicken and Waffles. Tabitha Richardson, Premier Homes Realty. Jean Marie Richardson, the Digital Architects. Kevin Robinson, Bellwether Insurance Partners. Yoni Rosenblatt, True Sports Physical Therapy, to deal with all the chicken and donuts that we're going to be eating. Don Sagley, Spry Design. Andrew Scott, Brownstone Tax and Financial. Marilyn Sparks, White House Nursery. Kim Strassner, Words with Boards. India Whitlock, the Madison Mason Home Group. And last but not least, in the great Cohort 5, Tina Young, Quality, Compliance, and Management Consulting. And now let me turn the podium over to Dr. Kurtinitis.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm so sorry I cannot compete with the jokes of my university colleagues, so we're going to get right down to business. CCBC is very proud to be a part of this, and we want to extend our congratulations to all the groups, all the best, the greatest, the whatever, cohorts 5, 6, and 7. But I'm going to actually do the honors for cohort 6 in a minute, but what I would like to share with all the graduates is something that I use to salute the graduates at CCBC every year, and it goes this way. In the gentle words of the novelist Elie Wiesel, "Go, my friends, and make small miracles." And if you are here today, and you already know how to do that. So congratulations. All right, so now the truly best of the best, cohort 6. All right, Trish Adams. Encore Equipment and Delivery Services. Tommy Bannister, Automated Resource Management Associates. Ezra Bourne, LPE Associates. Tisa Clark, J.D. Clark Professional Services. J.C. Clark, Capital Cattle Corn. Kat Feuerstein, Gila Press and Design. Gail Furman, Max's Tap House. Marie Gallagher, The Healing Path Massage and Wellness. Carlos Greenwood, A&A Plumbing. Amy Griffin, The Griffin Firm. Shayna Hardy Photography. Sahud Jabali Nash, HEP Construction. Keith Kelly, Kelly's Trucking. Lori Lessons, OGS, Order Green Supply. Kelly Lindau, Cityscape Engineering. Amy McManus, Crimson and Clover. Tammy Monaco, Beck and Call Event Services. Gary Monk, SysPoint. Is there one more? Tammy Mullen. So sorry. So sorry, Tammy. All right, please. A round of applause, rousing and strong for Cohort 6. It is my pleasure to turn this program over to President Wilson of Morgan State University to acknowledge Cohort 7. Excuse me, this is an embarrassing moment, but I am so sorry to the graduates. Excuse me, that's all I have.
No worries. Just right here, Sarah O'Leary is our next one, then Tammy.
What's on the back of this here? No.
Sarah O'Leary, right here, and Ellen.
Oh my goodness. All right, I've just been demoted from college president to chief nerd, to borrow our colleague. Oh, I am so sorry. All right, let's continue. Sarah O'Leary, Men Agriculture. Ellen Platt, The Option Group. Antonika Ryan, The Ryan Institute. Marcy Sagal, MSA Interiors. Michelle Taylor, Beta Associates. Aaron Teeter, Flora Teeter Landscape Architects.
We're going to call Aaron again. Here's Aaron. Aaron's next. Aaron Teeter.
Aaron Teeter, Flora Teeter Landscape Architects. Matt Wilczynski, Strength Ops. Ishmael Wilson, Fresh Dry Cleaners. Colette Youngblood, Versatile Business Solutions. And now, with the embarrassment of one who has screwed up soundly, Dr. Wilson.
Thank you very much, President Senator Curtin-Niles. Now, last but not least, the best of the best of the best, that amazing cohort 7. And so, Alex Aaron, Blank State Development. Lisa Anderson, Anavo Transformation Solutions. Chris Barber, Cheaper Than a Geek. Where's Chris? All right. Rhonda Bedell, Rhonda F. Bedell, CPA, PC. Molly Bunmason Moore, Bunmason. Congratulations. Kimberly Boone, Hope Floats. Biffrey Braxton, P3 Innovation. Andrina Brown, Dennis Brown Salon, Woohoo Training Center. Great cheering squad there. Kenneth Bryant, Catapulting Change. Phil Bunte, PriorService.com. Tracy Burrows Gardner, Urban Behavioral Associates. Brian David, Terrapin Transportation Services. Dominique Davis, Different Regard. Margarita DeLeon, Crystal Insurance Agency. Angela Frey, that Jerk Caribbean Charter. Neil Freed, Freed Spirit Photoshop. Wayne Gale, Alliance Cleaning Solutions. Jamie Hamelberg, Press Dogia and Hamelberg. R.C. Urbine, Brand 3. Robin Holmes, Dettles. Maurice Honeyblue, 5-star quality remodeling. Yvette Housen, Housen Health Services. Neil Ingram. Don Jackson, New Dawn Marketing Group. Ari Katz, ACPS Painting. Min Eloise Notice, Dimdio Technologists. Okay. Ian Marriott, IGM Innovative Solutions. Jacqueline Mays, Jacqueline O Hair Salon. Brenda McChristen Butter Pat Industries, Spectrum HR Solutions. Yes, correct. Absolutely. Even universities do. Mark McFadden, McTack. Lawrence Oliva, Second Century Homes. Rebecca Teef, Red Star Creative. Connie Wax, Medical Claims Solutions. Kia Yachin, Fishnet Restaurant. And last, but certainly not least, David McDonald, All Step Up. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Cohort 7, Cohort 6, Cohort 5, and to all of our